From the very beginning of its lifetime, BlockShow has been having a strong focus on emerging blockchain companies, paving the way to the global blockchain ecosystem to the most promising of them. And the upcoming BlockShow Asia 2019 is going to be no exception. Today, however, we'd like to recall something from our past events. More specifically, the projects that took part in our startup competitions was acclaimed by both startups and the public, and also launched their ICOs during the BlockShow events or soon after. What are those companies? And how many funds they managed to raise back then? Let's find out with our today's top 5 list. 5. Humanik. Being involved in BlockShow Oscars, a startup competition held during BlockShow Europe 2017. Humanik, however, wasn't a participant. Instead, the company provided help organizing the competition. Still, the event has brought some benefits to the company. On April 6, 2017, right during the conference, Humanik has launched an ICO. The most memorable thing about this crowd sale is the fact that the company managed to raise $1.5 million just in the first hours, and this amount soon doubled. Having wrapped up on April 26th with over 11,000 participants, finally Humanik ICO has attracted more than $5 million. 4. Electrify Asia. 6 months after BlockShow Europe 2017, the conference has made its first visit to Singapore with the first edition of BlockShow Asia, and this conference became the event which brought startup competitions on a whole new level. From that time, startups were competing with each other during IC Oscar, where they presented before the whole jury board of investors. And unlike previous competition, it was happening offline, in real time during the main conference. Electrify, a company building sustainable energy ecosystems and making clean energy more accessible, was one of the IC Oscar participants back then. In some sense, the conference became a company's debut, the first big event, where Electrify managed to attract both investors and the community's attention right away. Having trumped the rest of the IC Oscar participants, Electrify Asia won the competition, receiving the title of the most promising project of people's choice, as well as $20,000 of prize money. Now, I guess we can say that this was one of those times when a company began to gain its momentum after shining bright at the BlockShow conference. In February 2018, Electrify has raised $30 million in under 10 days via token sale. 3. Status. Let's take a moment to travel back to BlockShow Europe 2017, where Status, a blockchain-based messenger, crypto wallet, and a Web3 browser, was one of the companies taking part in the BlockShow Oscars. Back then, the company was competing with 18 companies for winning the People's Choice category. Based on the online vote results, Status became one of the companies to receive the cherished title, as well as some amount of funds as a valuable prize. This means a lot to us as we continue to work towards enacting our community-driven development model and making Status more palatable for the average user. That's how company representatives commented on that victory. Soon after, there was June 2017, when Status have conducted a really quick and successful ICO. And though there was a couple of initial hiccups in the process, the project still managed to raise over $100 million in less than 3 hours. 2. Bancor. However, Status wasn't the only company to win the People's Choice Award that time. A smart token protocol, Bancor, was also declared one of the most promising projects in that category. Now, it seems like BlockShow Europe 2017 was only the beginning of Bancor's winning streak. A couple of months after the first BlockShow conference has been held, in June 2017, the company has raised $153 million via ICO. That crowd sale, designed to coincide with the Bancor network token launch, has gone down in history as one of the largest crowd sales in the blockchain history, during which that large amount of funds was raised from almost 11,000 backers in less than 3 hours. 1. Shelf Network. Now, let's go a year later. 2018 was more than successful for Shelf, a distributed auction network led by Lasha and Taz. It all began in the first half of the year, when Shelf Network won a number of competitions, and BlockShow Oscars was one of those. having been held at BlockShow Europe 2018. Now we all know how that story ended. Shelf earned both the investors' acclaim and the €50,000 of the prize money. About the same time the project was awarded as the best real-world blockchain application during Frontier Innovation Awards 2018, where it was also granted the Token Economics Grand Prix and roughly $1 million of investments. Another important milestone was reached in August 2018, when Shelf, having beat 14,000 candidates to become one of 100 companies to take part in the special consultancy program organized by Y Combinator. Last but not least, in late 2018, the company received over $1 million investment from Broadleaf, a Japan-based software giant. Do you agree with our list? What companies have you remembered from the BlockShow conferences? Let us know in the comments below, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon.